Urgent. The Bills have confirmed a painful defensive loss and now need to find quick answers before facing the Jets. However, rumors are already pointing to a bold solution: the arrival of a former rival of Josh Allen to wear the Buffalo jersey. Meanwhile, the offense is beginning to transform into a machine, with wide receivers who could put time on the road to the Super Bowl. What seemed like a crisis could turn into a historic turnaround, and you'll find out all the details here. The Buffalo Bills defense was dealt a major blow with the confirmation of an injury to defensive tackle Ed Oliver, who has been officially ruled out for the game against the Jets. The decision has been anticipated, as Oliver was seen wearing a walking boot after injuring his ankle and did not participate in practice on Thursday. Oliver's absence is a major challenge for the Bills, especially after he excelled in the win against the Baltimore Ravens last week, with 6 tackles, a sack, and even a proposed fumble. His contribution was essential to the defense's success, and his absence will certainly create a void in the Bills' front seven. Oliver, drafted 9th overall in the 2019 draft, has established himself as one of the Bills' most valuable defensive assets. With an impressive 92.7 run defense rating, he has become one of the key players in controlling opposing rushing attacks, such as Jets running back Breece Hall, who had 107 yards against the Pittsburgh Steelers. His ability to stop the run and pressure the quarterback has been crucial to the balance of Buffalo's defense. His absence from the game against the Jets is particularly concerning, as it jeopardizes the Bills' ability to stop their opponent's running game. With Hall on the field, Buffalo will need quick and effective responses to prevent the Jets' running game from dominating the clock and possession. With Oliver's injury, the Bills will need to rely on T.J. Sanders and Deone Walker, 2 rookies who will be responsible for filling the void left by the 27-year-old. Sanders, a second-round draft pick, arrives with high expectations to contribute immediately, while Walker, a promising prospect with a 4th-round pick in 2025, will need to adapt quickly to the intensity of the NFL. Both players will face a major challenge, preventing the Jets' running attack, led by Hall, from overpowering Buffalo's defense. The pressure on these young talents will be immense, and they will need to demonstrate their ability to handle the responsibility in a crucial game for the Bills. Furthermore, Buffalo's defense, which already boasts a strong defensive line, will need to adapt without Oliver, and the work of Sanders and Walker is crucial to maintaining a strong front court. While Ed Oliver's absence is a significant challenge for the Bills, there is also an opportunity for rookies Sanders and Walker. This will be an important test for them, a chance to prove their worth and establish themselves as essential players in the Bills' defense. The absence of a veteran like Oliver can be seen as an opportunity to demonstrate growth and resilience for the defense, which needs to remain competitive even in adverse situations. And while losing Ed Oliver already leaves a huge hole in the defense, the situation becomes even more delicate when we consider that other key players are also out of action, and that's where a controversial name comes into play. The Buffalo Bills defense suffered a major blow with the injury to Dwayne Carter, who ruptured his Achilles tendon and was ruled out for the entire season. Carter, a 2024 draft prospect, was expected to be a key player to strengthen the Bills' defensive line, and his absence put even more pressure on an already stretched defense. As if that weren't enough, Larry Ogunjobi and Michael Hooked are suspended for 6 games due to PED testing, further complicating matters for Buffalo. But the Bills' defensive front could receive an unexpected surprise. After a series of incidents and issues in the rehabilitation process from a broken foot, Christian Wilkins, a former Miami Dolphins player, was recently released by the Las Vegas Raiders. Although Wilkins' departure was tumultuous, he is still considered a defensive star, and despite the controversy, could be a solution to the void left by Carter and the suspended players. Wilkins' name in the conversations about a potential signing with the Bills brings up an intriguing situation: the rivalry between him and Josh Allen. Wilkins and Allen have a history of on-field tension, with the defensive back being fined in 2022 for an incident in which they engaged in inappropriate behavior toward the Bills' quarterback. The rivalry between the two is well known, and many fans remember their lively confrontations in key games. However, despite this tension, Wilkins has never failed to recognize Allen's talent, having praised the quarterback on several occasions. He's a great competitor, Wilkins said in 2023, demonstrating that despite their disagreements, there is mutual respect between the two players. Now, the possibility of Wilkins joining the Bills roster, turning this rivalry into a collaboration, is an unexpected development, but one that could significantly benefit Buffalo's defense. With Wilkins' sudden departure from the Raiders, a golden opportunity arises for the Bills. Despite the incidents that marked his departure from Las Vegas, Wilkins remains one of the most talented defensive tackles in the league. He has the ability to impact any defensive line with his strength, agility, and quarterback pressure skills. Adding Wilkins could alleviate pressure on the Bills' defensive line, especially given the injuries and suspensions that have weakened the defense. With a defense already known for its aggressiveness and ability to pressure the quarterback, Wilkins would be a valuable addition to Buffalo. His experience in AFC East matches, particularly against the Bills and Josh Allen, would make him adapt more quickly to the new era. If the Bills can overcome the historic tension between Wilkins and Allen, the trade could be a strategic move to strengthen the defensive line and compensate for the loss of Carter and the missed games of Ogunjobi and Hutched. But while the defense struggles to find solutions, on the other side of the field, the story is quite different. The offense seems to have finally found the balance it was missing. The Buffalo Bills are showing clear signs of improvement, especially in their passing attack, and their receiving corps is beginning to take on a new look. After a dramatic 41-40 victory over the Baltimore Ravens, it became clear that while Josh Allen and his receivers showed flashes of brilliance, there is still room for more consistency. However, there is good news on the horizon. The Bills have made significant additions to their receiving corps, which could be instrumental in elevating Allen's play and making Buffalo's offense even more dynamic. One of the standouts of the season so far has been Keon Coleman, who had an impressive debut, racking up 112 yards and a touchdown. Coleman's performance did not go unnoticed and puts the Bills in an even stronger position alongside other reinforcements like Khalil Shakir, Josh Palmer, formerly of the Carriers, and even Elijah Moore. These players excelled early in the season and gave Josh Allen more depth in the passing game. If there's one thing the NFL demands today, it's an aggressive line and an unpredictable, multi-option receiving course. And that's exactly what the Bills appear to be creating. In a 2024 season in which the Bills didn't meet expectations in terms of receptions and catches per game, revamping the receiving corps could be a game changer for the team. Allen's performance against the Ravens, where he completed 240 yards, distributing the play among his top 3 receivers, was a clear example of how effective this new dynamic can be. The openness of the receivers and the growing chemistry between them and Allen bring a sense of unpredictability to the offense, crucial to destabilizing any opposing defense. The interplay between Allen and his receivers will be crucial to the Bills' success in their quest for the Super Bowl. This chemistry doesn't happen overnight, but the initial signs are extremely positive. Coleman, with his impressive physique and playmaking abilities, adds a new dimension to the passing game. Furthermore, Shakir and Palmer offer valuable options in different areas of the field, while Moore can act as a threat in any part of the offensive system. While the offense has shown flashes of brilliance, the real issue will be consistency. The victory over the Ravens was exciting, but tempo can't rely on high-scoring games to advance in the playoffs or win a title. The team needs to be more solid in all phases of the offensive game, and that starts with the chemistry between Allen and his receivers. Furthermore, the Bills' offensive line also plays a crucial role in ensuring Allen has time to distribute the ball effectively. Without sufficient protection, even the best receivers won't have opportunities to shine. Adapting to the new depth in the receiving corps will be equally important. Tempo needs to find a way to balance the running game and the passing game, ensuring that opposing defenses don't focus on a single aspect of Buffalo's offense. With the signing of Ed Oliver, the potential signing of Christian Wilkins, and the reinforcement of the receiving corps, do you think the Buffalo Bills have what it takes to overcome the Jets and move on to a winning season? Or could the absences and changes be a bigger challenge than it seems? Leave your opinion here and don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. I'll be back later to update you with the latest Buffalo Bills news.